Hi there, this is called Tolstoy's Friend's Trap and it's in the Urusov Gambit of the Bishop's Opening. The Urusov Gambit was named after one of the best players in Russia in the 19th century, Prince Sergei Urusov, who is said to have been a good friend of Leo Tolstoy, hence the name of this trap, Tolstoy's Friend's Trap. So white opens e4, black e5, and the bishop's opening with bishop c4. Black plays knight f6, hitting the pawn on e4. White could defend with d3 or knight c3, or can enter into the Urusov Gambit with d4. If black takes on d4, e takes d4. White doesn't have to recapture with queen takes d4, rather knight f3. And now allowing knight takes on e4. White's going to collect now the pawn on d4, but not with the knight, rather with the queen, hitting the black knight on e4. And in previous videos we've explored knight d6 and knight f6, but how about this interesting line, knight to c5? Not as bad as it initially looked in my eyes. White's gonna continue now, most probably with bishop g5. That seems to make the most sense. That's gaining time, hitting the queen, and forcing white to weaken his king side with f6. Not bishop e7, which will allow queen takes on g7. So after f6, the bishop drops back to e3, and black can try and move like c6 here, aiming to support a d5 advance in the center. White develops knight c3, d5, hits the bishop on c4, but rather than withdraw, white can castle long, because if d takes on c4, queen takes is winning for white, picking up the queen. So black develops bishop to e7, defending the queen. And now, rather than run with the bishop on c4 again, it's being threatened, white simply moves the queen to h4, and again that bishop can't be captured because the rook takes on d8. And black can play more or less anything here and hold, apart from castling. Black can play maybe knight to a6 or f5, but if black castles, then it's game over. Let's see how, because white has a simple tactic, knight sacrifice on d5, knight takes on d5, and it's game over. If c takes on d5, accepting that piece, then rook takes on d5, hitting the queen, and wherever the queen's running, there's going to be a disastrous discovered attack with a rook, and that's going to be winning. For example, if queen to b6, then rook d6 is check, and that's going to be winning for white. So again, after knight takes on d5, maybe the king should move to h8, but then white is winning by moving the knight back to f4, which not only threatens the queen, but now threatens knight to g6, which is going to be mate. The queen can try queen e8, but white wins after trading on c5. Bishop recaptures on c5, and now rook he1 targets the queen, and it's game over. So this has been a trap in the Urusov Gambit. It's called Tolstoy's Friend's Trap. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.